That resident is raising a red flag in an email to WAAY 31.
Slamming the mayor of Athens for driving a city car across state lines, a personal trip that landed one woman in the hospital.
We're opening the door to answers to questions some are asking after Athens Mayor Ronnie Marks crashed an SUV assigned to him by the city.
So I know, obviously, your citizen complaint is that I was in violation of some kind of policy, which in my opinion is nonsense.
Where were you going or coming from?
The mayor was on a personal trip out of state last month with 3 family members riding with him, a behavior some say is unethical.
I was on my way to play baseball with a grandson at South Haven, Mississippi.
We asked for details from the Mississippi Highway Patrol. They say a car driven by 89-year-old Rila Wiley traveling south on Eastport Street collided with Mayor Marks traveling west on Highway 72 in Tishomingo County. Riley was taken to a hospital and later released.
And she came straight across the median. And I made a very quick decision to either make a decision to try to cross the median and hit an 18-wheeler or to hit her.
The city's policy manual states city cars cannot be driven to other cities outside the scope of employees' job duties. City vehicles shall not be used for personal activities, which could cast the employee or the city in an unfavorable light or damage the city's reputation.
Are you saying that this is excusable then?
I am saying to you it is a practice of the city of Athens for the past 40-something years that the mayor has a vehicle 24/7 and is on continuous on-call.
Councilman Harold Wells says city cars are not paid for with tax dollars, but by revenue from the gas department housed here. He explains that this part of the manual does in fact exempt the mayor from rules that apply to most employees.
He's going to get called out. He's on 24/7, Ms. Williams. He has to respond at that time. Yes, he could have probably had some way to drove a private vehicle of his wife's or something like that. But I see nothing unethical at all about him driving a vehicle to Mississippi.
Some people didn't want to go on camera, but say they agree.
If the city council is fine with it, I think it's fine.
Others have a different take.
If it's a personal trip, he shouldn't have drove a city car out of state. City cars should stay in the city unless it's state business or something like that.
We contacted the Alabama League of Municipalities about the citizens' concerns over possible ethics violations and to see if there is a recommended policy or common or best practice here in Alabama. They say it's really up to each city's council, and it's not uncommon for mayors to have full use of city vehicles. So we took this a step further to show you how surrounding cities handle this. Here's what we can tell you. After checking with some other cities, in Gunnersville, the mayor is allowed use of a city vehicle. It's designated for business purposes only. The city of Huntsville reimburses its mayor for miles driven in his personal vehicle for work-related activities. Decatur's mayor gets a $500 monthly stipend for driving his personal vehicle to business-related functions. Councilman Wells says they do plan to meet soon to talk about whether they need to make any changes. We'll, of course, let you know if that happens. Their next council meeting is set for this evening.